What jurors heard today were tales of appalling physical by Sean Combs as prosecutors portrayed him as a monster who controlled people and plied them with threats, money.
Hey tea lovers, welcome back to the Celeb Tea Party, your #1 spot for all the juiciest celebrity stories and deep dives you won't find anywhere else. Today, we're diving into a story that's been quietly simmering beneath the surface for years. Prince's chilling warnings about Diddy, and how these revelations are flipping everything we thought we knew about Prince's tragic death. With recent explosive details coming out of Diddy's trial, we're finally seeing the dark underbelly of the music industry secrets Prince tried so hard to warn us about. So grab your cup of tea, because this one is about to get real intense. Let's spill it. First, let's set the scene. Prince was no ordinary music legend. He was a rebel, a fighter battling a system most artists couldn't even begin to challenge. Back in the day, the music industry was built on a system Prince famously called a slave system. Labels owned the rights to your music, your name, your image, basically your entire career. And artists? They were trapped. Prince fought tooth and nail to own his masters, to control his identity. Remember when he changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol? That wasn't just a gimmick, it was protest, a way to say, I'm not your property. And get this, Prince was so protective, he banned fans from recording his shows for years. He wanted every note, every performance, to belong solely to him. This was a man obsessed with control because he knew that control meant freedom. He even wrote the word slave on his face during concerts to call out the industry's exploitation. That's how serious he was. Prince was paving the way for artists' rights decades before it became a widespread conversation. Fast forward to 2015, and enter Diddy, the hip-hop mogul who's no stranger to power moves. But here's the twist that's turning heads. Diddy was quietly strengthening ties with Warner Music Group. Why does that matter? Because Warner was the very label Prince spent decades battling. Warner once owned every song Prince ever created. For years, they refused to give him control over his own name, image, and catalog. That's why Prince stopped using his birth name and became the artist formerly known as Prince. So imagine how Prince felt seeing Diddy cozy up with Warner. It wasn't just a business deal to Prince, it was a betrayal. Sources say Prince believed Diddy was helping build a new, even more powerful machine, one that didn't just control music, but controlled people through money, blackmail, and a total lack of accountability. Think about it. Diddy, a cultural icon, possibly working with the very industry giants Prince fought against? It's like a plot twist from a thriller. Now, this next part gets really intriguing. Comedian Cat Williams has shared some jaw-dropping insights about Prince's final years. Cat says Prince personally warned him about Diddy and Jay-Z talking about explosive evidence, footage, contracts, private conversations that could destroy careers in a heartbeat. Cat never saw the evidence himself, but he described Prince as a man who knew too much and trusted no one near the end. In fact, Prince was recording his own parties and events not just for fun, but as protection. Here's a fun nugget. Prince's 3,121 parties were exclusive, invite-only events where artists could escape the usual predatory vibe of the industry. They were safe havens for creativity and genuine connection. Contrast that with the infamous freak-off parties reportedly linked to Diddy's circle places where young artists faced pressure, coercion, even exploitation. Two completely different worlds. Prince's death in 2016 was officially ruled an accidental overdose fentanyl-laced pills found at Paisley Park. But here's what many people don't talk about. Prince's behavior in his last years changed dramatically. He beefed up security, became hyper-selective about who he trusted, and was vocal about industry dangers. He seemed to know something serious was coming. There's a theory backed by whispers from other artists like Jaguar Wright and Dave Chappelle that Prince uncovered a network where artists were lured into private events, filmed, and blackmailed into silence or submission. Just months before his death, Prince reportedly pushed back hard against proposals from major players like Roc Nation trying to access his vault of unreleased music. Could this have made him a target? Some believe so. It's like Prince was trying to protect not only himself, but others from the dark side of fame. At the heart of all this is a massive clash: artistic freedom versus industry control. Diddy's freak-off parties allegedly involved coercion, drugs, and exploitation, a toxic environment that forced artists into impossible situations to climb the ladder. Meanwhile, Prince's 3,121 parties were a sanctuary, a place for artists to be themselves, create freely, and support each other without fear. This split between two men represents a larger war raging inside the music business. And with Diddy now facing federal charges, including coercion and using private footage to control others, Prince's warnings sound eerily prophetic. This isn't just a story about two stars, it's about the soul of the music industry itself. So what do you think? Was Prince just paranoid, or was he seeing the truth no one else dared to face? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If this story blew your mind, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the Celeb Tea Party for all the latest and most jaw-dropping celebrity news. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep spilling that tea.